Hi everyone, welcome to Reading Tarot. Today I wanted to talk to you guys about karmic partnerships and twin flames and how people often confuse the two and how honestly it's pretty dangerous to confuse the two, but most people naturally don't know better until they get out of the experience for themselves. So with that said, let me elaborate a bit. So if you're familiar with a twin flame, you may or may not be familiar with a karmic partner. If you're not familiar with what a karmic partner is, I'll explain. A karmic partner is someone who is meant to show you the blockages in your life that's holding you back. So they're kind of like a funhouse mirror. They distort and reflect your own issues on you in a strange way. So like if you're insecure, if deep down within you're secretly insecure and you act in certain ways to mask that, they present as very insecure as well. And they'll do things like go through your phone. They'll meddle in your social media. They'll stalk your accounts on Instagram or Twitter or Snapchat or whatever. If if you're a manipulative person, if you're deceitful because you don't have confidence in yourself, or you don't love yourself, they present as somebody who doesn't love themselves as well. It's again, it's like a funhouse mirror. And the real purpose of these partnerships, because they are very useful, and it's just to help you identify these problems and heal them. These people don't present themselves to you until you're ready to heal from these problems. And when utilized properly, it's a great tool for spiritual growth. It's to your benefit. It's always to your benefit when utilized properly. However, because of the nature of the karmic partnership, people often confuse these people. They confuse karmic partners with, actual twin flames or soulmates, or this is supposed, or my life partner. And this is quite dangerous. See, the attachment you have to this person is not because they're the person for you. It's because whatever they present with, again, if this is an insecure person, um, because they present with that, you're attached to this person because the reality is you're ready to heal from that, from your own trauma. And until you heal from that trauma, this person is going to be in your life. But the problem is a lot of people end up falling down the rabbit hole because because they feel this attachment to this person that they're supposed to be in their lives no matter what. And then they start to do whatever it takes to keep this person in their lives. But let me say this part, and now let me say this very clear. A karmic partner is not meant to give you what you want. They are never meant to give you what you want. They are incapable of giving you what you want. If you are able to do the healing and transcend the karma, it's possible. The universe is vast. Anything is possible. But when you have the unhealed trauma, they're not capable of giving you what you want. And that's because they're showing you, it's a mirror. Again, it's a mirror. They're showing you that you can't give yourself the fulfillment you want because you haven't healed. And it's dangerous to confuse these people, confuse karmic partners with people who are actually meant to bring you love and uplift, etc. Because until you learn the lesson, the situation will only get worse. Because again, it's about unhealed trauma, so it's playing on your lower vibrations. You know, if you're wondering whether this person is your true twin flame or not, the easiest thing to do is, ask yourself, do you need this person? Do you feel you need this person? Do you feel you would suffer in life and be hopeless and that there's no way for things to get better if this person is not in your life? And if you answer yes to that question, they are a karmic partner. Connections, a connection like a twin flame connection it's not going to be a need connection, because need is inherently low. It's a low vibration feeling. It's a low vibration experience, because you need something because you fear what will happen if you don't have it. You need someone because you fear what happens if you don't have them. And fear also is a low vibration energy. It's a low vibration experience. Because when you live your life in fear, you are not, you constantly feel unsafe. And if there is, if you have unhealed trauma that encourages you to feel fear when in reality you should feel safe, that's something that you need to address and allow healing to come. A true twin flame partnership, or any type of partnership with a person who is meant to be in your life, from a spiritual perspective, it's going to be of a higher vibration. This is going to be somebody you want this person in your life. You would enjoy having them in your life, and you would enjoy the things you two can accomplish together, but you don't need them, because you realize that you are a complete being all by yourself, that you always have everything you need, and that you will always have everything you need. That's how you manifest the higher connection that you want, by recognizing that you are a complete person, that you are always going to be provided for in this life experience. So with that said, like I'll go into why it's very dangerous to confuse a karmic partner with somebody who's meant to be in your life. Situations with karmic partners, it's a low vibration, and low vibrations attract more low vibration. So it's you're talking about an experience. This person can just be insecure at first. Okay, maybe they snoop through your phone a little bit, but that's again, that low vibration energy attracts like energy, and it's going, and it always devolves. So first they're insecure, and maybe they check through your phone, and then they start telling you who to be friends with. And then they do whatever they can to keep you drawn in. And karmic partnerships present themselves in every type of relationship. It's not just lovers. It can be family. It can be friends. It can be a work relationship. It can be, you're at a bad job that you don't like and you want to quit, but you can't because you need the money, even though your boss is a complete asshole. Karmic partnerships present themselves everywhere. And again, the biggest way to identify a karmic partnership is feeling that need, because again, need is it's a low vibration attraction. And it gets dangerous because these relationships, you're dealing with people who are emotionally abusive, physically abusive, and that's really what it is. You're in an abusive situation. If you're dealing with a person who has not who does not treat you right, if there's no balance in the relationship, if they're constantly taking and never giving, if they trigger old wounds within you all the time, but there's never healing because you stay with them, it's always room for things to get worse. If you don't recognize a karmic partnership for what it is, it can cost you your sanity, it can cost you your well-being, it can cost you your stability, it can cost you money, it can cost you your life. Whether you're in a karmic partnership or not, you have to keep the courage to leave people who have shown you that they are not interested in treating you right. You can't hang around with them hoping that one day they'll wake up and change, because that's not how it works. You have to be the change you want to receive. And you may not get it in that person, and if you don't get it in that person, then it's fine. But you have to allow yourself to heal. My point here is, stop entertaining people who treat you like shit because you think that one day they'll wake up and realize what they're doing is wrong and that they'll change. They're not going to change. They're not supposed to change. There's a few of the cards that I've pulled here come up. They always come up in readings whenever I pull about a person for myself or for someone else. And there's a karmic partnership. This one is the most common, the Nine of Swords. This can describe a karmic partner's energy, feeling tormented, feeling like they can never find peace. Why can't they find peace? Because they are your trauma. They're not meant to find peace. They find peace when you end that relationship and allow yourself to heal from the trauma that they bring out of you. You've got the Three of Swords. Wounding. They trigger old wounds within you. As long as you're involved with this person, they will keep triggering old wounds within you. They will make you feel like you are unsafe. They will make you feel like you don't deserve love. They will make you feel like you don't deserve to be free or happy or cared for. They will make you feel like you don't like it is not safe for you to open up and be vulnerable with people. Again, this is something that they will always constantly trigger within you until you decide that enough is enough and you leave that partnership. There's another common way that karmic partners present themselves, which is the Four of Pentacles. And the Four of Pentacles is somebody who is emotionally closed off. If you're somebody, for example, if you're somebody who does not like to open up to other people, this is a karmic partnership that will find you. You'll find yourself enthralled with a person who always gives you just enough to keep you wanting more. Just enough emotion, just enough commitment, just enough sex, just enough communication, just enough love. But it's not love because it's a karmic partnership. This is not love. It's not free flowing. There's no balance. There's no harmony because you will give them, you keep giving to them and giving to them and giving to them, and they stay like this. They stay closed off. They may be reckless with their words. Knight of Wands reversed. With their no, they'll be reckless with their actions. This is the Knight of Wands reversed. Um, Reckless with their words, manipulative with their words. That's the Knight of Swords reversed, and that also presents. The Moon reverse. This one um, personally came up for me in a karmic situation quite a few times. The Moon upright and reversed because this partner, this energy is engaging with your shadow side. You know, that's what they're meant to do. They engage with you and they show you the trauma that you're meant to heal. You don't ever get the complete picture with a karmic partnership because you're not meant to see the complete picture. You're only meant to see what you need to see in order to heal. So if you're dealing with somebody who is, they claim they love you so much, but they want to stay in their marriage, or they don't want to commit to you, or they don't want to stop sleeping with other people. They're not going to show you that side of them. They're not going to show you that side of them that gives you love in a balanced way. They're not going to show you that because they're not meant to show you that. They're incapable of it. It's the universe did not put this person in your life to give you true love. They put this person in your life to show you what you need to heal. And until you realize that and allow the healing to come, you will stay stuck in a cycle. Like the Chariot reversed. You're going somewhere or you're not going anywhere at all. Either way, you're not in control. You've got lower vibration energy controlling you. And these people will do all kinds of things to try and pull you back or keep you in. Once you realize that the situation is never going to be what you truly want it to be, that it will never benefit you, that it will never be a harmonious relationship, that they will never give as much as they take. That's when the games begin. Then you have somebody who begins to um, manipulate. Sometimes they'll gaslight you. They'll tell lies. They'll promise you that things will change. They'll pretend to listen to your concerns and really care about them, but really they're going to discard them because they don't care. They're not supposed to. And the thing is, as long as you're in that cycle with them, as long as you keep getting yourself ready to leave, but then you keep going back, it's again the Chariot reversed. You lose control over your entire life. Don't think you can build something special in your life while you are dealing with a karmic partner because you cannot. To create, to manifest, to have what you desire in life with ease, to be someone who always has what they need and someone who is always capable of creating what they want, you have to be the magician. And the magician is equal parts faith, emotional fulfillment, stability, communication, and action. Karmic partners don't give you all of that. The sex may be great, but they're a liar. They talk big shit, but it goes nowhere. They have money and they're always present, but they don't give you emotionally. They take from you emotionally. They have all the love in the world for you, but they don't do shit. The magician, you want to be the magician. You want a relationship that is like the magician. You want to have, you see what the magician has here? The magician has everything from every suit. They have the cup, they have the pinnacle, they have the sword, and they have the wand. You want a relationship. Sorry, I'm trying to get the glare off. You want a relationship that is equal parts emotional fulfillment, stability, communication, and action. Again, yeah, that's what you want. And you want, and for you to manifest, you need to have the faith that it will come. And if you're in a karmic partnership and you're sticking with this karmic partnership in a way you're telling the universe that you want to keep this going for you because you think this is the best that's going to come. And it's not. I say karmic partners, as long as you keep them in your life, they will fuck up your entire life. And I say that because they don't give you balance. They put your life in imbalance. When I say they take more than they give, you need balance, you need harmony in order. You have to have harmony if you want to live your best life. And so that means being fully honored in everything you do, everywhere you go. Because if something in your life takes more from you than it gives to you, you have no balance in your life and it throws everything out of order. That's why you can't move on with a karmic partner. That's why you can't move on into new beginnings. There's no restoration. There's no growth. There's no completion. There's no abundance. There's only torment and conflict. A karmic partner is not somebody who wants to share their cup with you, it's somebody who wants to take it from you. And it's not your fault. There's nothing for you to blame yourself about when it comes to the relationship. It's not there's nothing for you to blame yourself about. You don't need to regret it. You don't need to, mourn anything about it. All you have to do is accept that this is what it is, and that you can take that lesson with you and move on. So what do you do when you find yourself you're in a situation that somebody doesn't want to honor you, that they don't want to help give you balance, that they don't want to give as much as they take? Justice. Restore your own order. Justice has the sword and the scale because justice is happy to cut anything out that keeps the scale from balancing. You need to embody that, because then and only then do you get to your fortune. Then you get to karmic completion. Then the cycle can end. And then you can find the love that you truly want. Or you can find the friendship, the relationship, the family, whatever that you truly want, that you want and that you deserve, because you realize that coming through out of this experience, that you are a complete person and that you are valid and that your desires are valid. Again, don't give to a situation that does not give to you equally. No, I'm not saying don't give people chances who have things to learn. They're learning and they're growing. When people show you a true legitimate desire to improve and do better, and they consistently take action to show you this, that's one thing. But a karmic partner will never bring you justice. I actually had a retrograde moment. I kind of mixed these two cards up. Because you have to because karmic completion is number 10 and justice is number 11. Um, sorry. The card that is actually number 9 is the Hermit. And the Hermit is very powerful energy here. This is what sets you in motion: introspection, the realization, the acceptance that this is not somebody who's going to give you what you want. They're not going to give you what you desire. They're not going to give you harmony. And sometimes this is a very deep and dark journey, and it can take you towards releasing some pretty heavy things. But it's always to your benefit, because once you do this, you get to embrace your fortune. And when you have your fortune, you're no longer willing to entertain anything that doesn't keep your scales balanced. You're willing to cut it out. So, for those of you who feel you're in a soulmate relationship, but this is a person who treats you like shit and they don't give you what you want, or if they give you what you want, they only give you crumbs, and they play it up like you're supposed to be grateful for crumbs. Go be alone. Cut them out. Let that cycle end so something new can begin. So you can live a life where your scales are always balanced. Because then and only then do you get to experience truly fulfilling things in life. When you feel you're in a relationship, when you feel you're involved with someone, again, who does not treat you properly, and you're wondering whether you should stay or whether you should go or you should hope they just don't even worry about it. Just surrender it. Because the Eight of Swords is about surrender. Accept that you if this partner, it's not meant to give you everything you want. So you're not gonna get everything you want. You're not gonna get closure. And I have nothing but props for whoever conceptualized closure, because it's an ego concept, and it's another, it's a test. It's really something that's built to keep you in karmic partnerships, because when you when you are truly ready to move on from a situation, it's not going to matter what the other person has for you. The universe will give you what you need. Going back to somebody to ask you, well, why did you do this horrible thing to me? It doesn't matter. If you don't need to know, you're not going to know. If it's something you need to know, then the universe will present that answer to you in a better way. Because see, when you learn when you learn from the experience of being in a low vibration experience, there's no reason for you to hang around in it, and the universe won't put you back in it. So you don't need closure. The only thing you need to do is walk away and never look back. I hope this message finds those who need it. Thanks for watching.